لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك. محمد نبينا بنور هدينا محمد نبينا بنور هدينا.
More than 400 Nigerian pilgrims from Kogi State are in Medina, being the batch of pilgrims airlifted to mark the commencement of airlift operations of Nigerian pilgrims performing the 2018 Hajj. Nigerian ambassador in the Saudi Arabia Kingdom, Ambassador Isa Dodo, and the Consul General, Ambassador Yunusa Mohammed, received the pilgrims. While welcoming pilgrims, the diplomats pleaded with them to be law-abiding, concentrate on their religious acts, and pray for peace and progress in Nigeria.
Pray to God, the Almighty Allah, to solve the problems all Nigerians are facing. Pray to God to allow and help our people, our government, so that our leaders will be able to discharge their responsibility.
Do the right thing by observing the rules and regulations.
Thereafter, the pilgrims were taken to their various hotels in buses provided by the National Hajj Commission. The pilgrims did not hide the joy for the arrangements made to receive them.
I want to thank and commend NAHCON to have put such a wonderful space bus in place for us to enjoy the pilgrim. Thank you.
So alhamdulillah, an gode Allah. Wallahi alhamdulillah, an gode Allah. Allah ƙara imani, Allah ƙara mamu son annabi.
Before departing for Saudi Arabia ahead of the arrival of pilgrims, members of the advance team were enjoined by the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria (NAHCON) to carry out their responsibilities diligently for the benefit of Nigerian pilgrims. Addressing them at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, shortly before departure, NAHCON Chairman Barrister Abdullah Mukhtar Muhammad urged them to contribute their quota towards a hitch-free Hajj operations.
They should work to make this country proud, and they should work diligently to serve Nigerian pilgrims to the best of their ability.
The advance team comprises of members from National Medical Team, Accommodation Committee and National Reception Committee. The advanced team members are expected to prepare and get everything ready to receive Nigerian pilgrims. Lagos State Governor Mr. Akinwumi Ambode has enjoined intending pilgrims from Lagos State to be good ambassadors of Nigeria while in Saudi Arabia. The governor gave the advice in a message to the opening session of a two-day seminar organized in Ikeja for intending pilgrims from the state performing the 2018 Hajj. Represented by the Commissioner for Home Affairs and 2018 Amirul Hajj for Lagos State, Governor Ambode said the series of lectures and enlightenment programs are meant to educate pilgrims on the importance of the holy pilgrimage. The governor declared that his government has made adequate provision for the comfort of the state contingent. The chairman of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria (NAHCON), Barrister Abdullah Mukhtar Muhammad, along with other government functionaries, have been honored and presented awards for excellence. NAHCON was specifically recognized for professionalizing Hajj management in Nigeria. The award was presented by Blueprint newspapers at a ceremony in Abuja. The theme of the event was Tolerance, Unity and Security, Building a Legacy for National Development. The recipients of the awards include governors, ministers, Governor of the Central Bank, as well as Chief of Army Staff, among others. In his address, Chairman of Blueprint newspaper Muhammad Idris highlighted the essence of the event.
It is also our responsibility to ensure that we celebrate achievements and successes. This is one of such occasions that the Blueprint is organizing today. We at Blueprint are proud to be part of the kaleidoscope human progress built on the back of such great minds who have nudged us further in the direction of sustainable development.
NAHCON chairman appreciated the organizers of the event and dedicated the award to Nigerian pilgrims and all stakeholders involved in Hajj and Umrah matters.
I would like to join other awardees in thanking the management of Blueprint for this recognition, which I believe will serve as a moral booster for all of us to continue to serve our fatherland. I would like to dedicate this award to all the pilgrims that I had privilege to serve in this country, and to all the staff and officials that have ever worked with me in the course of this exercise of Hajj management.
The airlift operations for this year's Hajj has been inaugurated. The ceremony took place on the 21st of June 2018 at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport with the first batch of pilgrims from Kogi State. Preparatory to the takeoff, pilgrims went through security and medical checks. In a message to the inaugural ceremony, President Muhammadu Buhari congratulated NAHCON for organizing the 2018 Hajj. The President was represented by the Minister of the FCT, Muhammad Bello.
I want to congratulate the Executive Chairman of the National Hajj Commission and all his able commissioners and staff for a job well done. The federal government will continue to provide all the needed support to ensure that Nigerian pilgrims leave the shores of Nigeria safely, go to Saudi Arabia and perform their Hajj successfully, and come back with Hajj Mabrur.
The President urged pilgrims to be good ambassadors of Nigeria, advising them to also pray for the country.
It is very important that all of you should take maximum benefit of this opportunity of a lifetime for you to go to Hajj in a very peaceful and orderly manner, respecting all the rules and regulations established by the host country, the Royal Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Your Excellency.
In his remarks, NAHCON Chairman Barrister Abdullahi Mukhtar Muhammad said that the Commission has made necessary arrangements to ensure smooth Hajj operations.
Our medical facilities in Makkah and Muna is free of charge. Federal government take the responsibility of arranging for the drugs and for the personnel that will attend to you. We will do everything humanly possible to make you as comfortable as possible, but please, we need your cooperation.
The chairman appreciated President Muhammadu Buhari for his support to the Commission. Dignitaries at the occasion, including the Saudi Arabian ambassador to Nigeria, gave their goodwill messages.
We affirm to you that all our services
التي هيئت لخدمة حجاج بيت الله الحرام
that have been made ready for the service of our pilgrims,
تم اكتمالها.
Everything has been concluded.
To NAHCON, we say congratulations once again on this occasion of the inaugural flight. This is a climate of effort put in place. However, we urge you not to relent. Although the task is doubting one, we believe NAHCON is up to the task.
My standing here is a testimony of a bonding relationship between the Hajj Commission and the Nigerian Christian Pilgrims Commission. The two commissions are working together to deepen our relationship and build better understanding between the two faiths in this country.
Pilgrims expressed delight on the preparations and other plans put in place.
Everything is going smoothly, and we are happy with our governor and the way he handled the Kogi State pilgrimage.
We didn't suffer. We thought we were going to spend almost like some days here. Look at us, we just came here yesterday. Now we find ourselves in the airport. Any moment from now, I think we should be going. So we are very happy.
Others promise to be good ambassadors of Nigeria while in the Holy Land.
I promise I will not involve anything wrong, and then I have already shown my discipline the time I entered the airport.
They also pledged to pray for Nigeria and President Muhammadu Buhari.
I will pray in respect of the health issue, the educational sector, the political issue, everything that involves Nigeria.
With this development, the airlift of pilgrims for the 2018 will commence in other departure centers.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك.
While on pilgrimage, pilgrims visit certain historical sites that have connection with the development of Islam. Among them is the mosque of the Prophet ﷺ in Medina. Is the visit part of the Hajj rites? When are pilgrims expected to make the visit, and which places in the mosque are pilgrims expected to visit?
Just automatically being to be admitted to paradise.
On Hajj Talk tonight, Imam Muhammad Sani Isa answers these and other questions. He begins by explaining the significance of visiting Medina.
Sincerely speaking, it is highly, highly significant. One, if I pray in Nigeria, in congregation, a male, it is either 25 or 27. The daraja that Allah will give me is 25 or 27. For you female, you are successful more than us in this regard, because if a female prayed alone, she will get that 25 or 27. But males, we must pray in congregation. So you have this 27 or 25 in Nigeria, just. But if it is at Medina, at the mosque of the Prophet, it is 27 times 100 at one prayer. This is enough virtue and enough importance for a Muslim to be there. And no one, up till now, and I have never seen it, I have never read it anywhere, the reward that Allah will give you for visiting the Uhud, the Mount of Uhud. I have never seen. So that means, so sometimes if the reward is not mentioned, that means it is too immense to be mentioned. So also visiting the Baqiyah. So also visiting the grave of the Prophet and greeting him and the two companions, Abu Bakr and Umar there. And it is a lifetime opportunity. So that's why the pilgrims use it to go and do that.
He also touched on the virtues of visiting Medina by pilgrims during Hajj or Umrah.
It's one of the rituals or one of the activities needed of a Muslim when you are in Medina, to visit his grave, alayhi salatu wasalam, and do what Islam requires of you doing, that assalamu alayka ayyuha rasul wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You know, you read and you learn from what you read when you are at the grave of the Prophet, and beside him is Abu Bakr and Umar. With that, you use that opportunity, although you start with the Prophet, of course, being the leader of all, and then you come to Abu Bakr, and then you come to Umar, and then you go out of the mosque. So this is the second thing you do, apart from, you know, performing daily prayers, or even once. There's a hadith that says if you pray 40 times or 40 prayers in Medina, that is, you spend 5, is it 5? How many days can give you 40 prayers? Well, okay, you can calculate it. So they say when you pray 40 consecutive prayers, compulsory prayers in Medina, then you are just automatically being to be admitted to paradise.
How do these visits relate to Hajj rites?
First of all, visiting the holy city of Medina is not part of Hajj or pilgrimage. So visiting Medina is one thing. On its own, you can prepare to go to Medina from Nigeria here to visit the tomb of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. Some scholars say to visit the mosque, some say to visit the tomb, whichever. So I just want to say that, okay, it is one thing to visit Medina and it is another thing to perform pilgrimage. They are not, but pilgrims are seasons of opportunity to visit Medina because it may not be easy for a person to leave Nigeria to go for Medina just to visit. Of course it worth it. But then it is easy for you that you are at Holy Land, Saudi Arabia. Then you use that opportunity and go to Medina. That's all.
While in Medina, pilgrims visit places such as the Prophet's Holy Mosque and Tomb or Rauda, Baqiyya Cemetery, Mountain Uhud, Masjid al-Quba and Masjid al-Qiblatain, among others.
These are the 4 places reliably gathered and agreed upon by Islamic scholars all over the world, including the Shiite school of thoughts that you visit. But other places that are called historical places, like Masjid al-Qiblatain, the mosque that has 2 Qibla. The Prophet used to pray facing Bayt al-Maqdis, Jerusalem. Then a verse or a message from Allah came to him through Jibril that turn your face to Kaaba, according to what is in Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2 of the Quran. Then Allah asked him to turn, and he was in the prayer. Before terminating the prayer, he turns his face to Kaaba.
What supplications should pilgrims offer at such sites?
The places you are visiting in Medina are 3 places where prayers are required, specific prayers are required, but it's not necessary. That is to say, when you go to Baqiyya, you say, Assalamu alaikum ahal ad-diyari min al-mu'minina wal-mu'minat wa inna insha'Allahu bikum lahiqun nas'alullah lana wa lakum al-afiyah. And there are different versions of this. Assalamu alaikum ahal ad-diyari, peace be unto you, the people of this grave. Wa inna insha'Allahu bikum lahiqun, by the will of Allah, sooner or later we will join you. Nas'alullah lana wa lakum al-afiyah. We beseech Allah to give you all that you need there. When you say afia means anything good, anything positive. We beseech Allah to give us and to give you there. That is space. This all. There's nothing more than this. You can say it in your own mother tongue.
When are pilgrims expected to visit Medina? Is it before or after Arafat?
If you can have a chance of going before Arafat, is better. But if for one reason or the other you couldn't, then it is not necessary, or it is not against the ruling of Islam that you go after the Arafat and after finishing your Hajj rite. Then you can go later. But it's better for pilgrims to go before.
Are there a specific number of days a pilgrim is expected to spend in Medina?
According to that hadith, it says you spend days that can give you 40 prayers, 40 consecutive prayers. And if we say 40 consecutive prayers, compulsory prayers, so one day you have 5, 2 days you have 10, 3 days you have 15. So if you count up to the days that can give you about 7 days, I think, 7 or 8 days, 8 days can give you 40 prayers consecutively. That is what the hadith is suggesting. But since the hadith is weak in its chain of authority, so it is not binding. If you wish, you can do it based on what the hadith says. Or you can even forget about the hadith and spend 40 days, 50 days. It is up to you. So it is not a sin to spend. So that's why sometimes, like myself, I go for a day and come back. Because I used to be an official. So I go for a day, just one day, and come back in the same day without spending even the night there.
What is the status of pilgrims who perform Hajj or Umrah without visiting Medina?
No. But a hadith, there is a hadith that says, whoever performs pilgrimage without visiting me has insulted me. But that hadith is not reliable, and it's not applicable. It's not reliable. It's not sound. So we can't act on that hadith. So that hadith is not acted upon by Islamic scholars. So if you go for pilgrimage, or you couldn't, or intentionally or deliberately you refuse to go to Medina, it is up to you. You are the loser. You just lose. But you didn't commit any sin. No sinful act is committed by not visiting Medina after finishing pilgrimage without going to. The person is a loser. He loses. He or she loses a lot of virtuous things and a lot of rewards that the person who went there may be number one to be admitted in paradise before him.
Imam Muhammad Sani Isa urged intending pilgrims to conduct themselves properly while in the Holy Land.
لبيك الله لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك.
This week on Spotlight, we focus on the activities of Kano State Pilgrims Welfare Board. The Pilgrims Board was established since the creation of the state in 1967. Alhaji Muhammad Abba Dambata is the current executive secretary of the board. He explains more on its mandate.
The mandate of our Kano State Pilgrims Welfare Board is to coordinate, regulate, and ensure successful operation in collaboration with National Hajj Commission of Nigeria.
The state governor, Dr. Abdullah Umar Ganduje, provides the board adequate support in order to carry out these functions effectively.
Dr. Abdullah Umar Ganduje is one that always regards and concerned with especially whatever with regard to the religious aspect. Especially Hajj operation is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. So Dr. Abdullah Umar Ganduje is always give us the support whenever and wherever we talk and we request for anything.
Kano State Pilgrims Welfare Board is taking the necessary steps towards creating awareness among its pilgrims in various aspects of Hajj exercise.
We have started enlightenment campaign across the 32 centers of the 44 local government of the state. We have started right from the before the Ramadan period, and after during Ramadan we close, and immediately after Salah break we will resume. For now we are having 32 centers across the 44 local government of the state, and it's ongoing. So we used to tell them what to do, the policies, the guide, and whatever concern with the new regulation from the Saudi Arabian Kingdom.
Pilgrims that benefited from the Enlightenment program said its impact cannot be quantified.
Each topic is treated thoroughly, and somebody will come along at the same time summarize all that you have learned there. Every pilgrim that has missed this tutorials has missed a lot.
This kind of program is very useful to all Muslims, because if you are attending this program, you will find yourself that you have no ignorance about what you are going to do in Mecca.
Besides this, the board is carrying out medical checks such as pregnancy tests, as well as getting intending pilgrims vaccinated. Other arrangements have also been completed to facilitate smooth Hajj operations in Kano State.
We have made a lot of plans and we have made a lot of arrangement on how we moved our pilgrims from camp to airport. We even employed or outsourced the services of a very reputable state-owned transportation company that will going to convey the pilgrims from camp to airport.
The board has put in place measures to have a well-managed Hajj camp in terms of security, sanitation, among others.
Most of the security agencies, especially immigration, custom, police, Hizbah and other non-governmental organizations, have made a series of meetings, and inshallah al-Karim, they are going to give us maximum support and cooperation.
Sanitation is part of our religion, al-nazafatu al-iman. So we always informed our pilgrims on how to go about it. Also, we have a standing committee that is handling such kind of issue.
Having met NAHCON requirements for obtaining license, Kano State Pilgrims Board has a grade A rating. This allows the board to also organize Umrah.
Despite the fact that there are so many challenges, with the permission of His Excellency, we have recruited 5 of our staff. We have taken them to Abuja for IATA courses, and alhamdulillah they have successfully completed and passed their courses. This implies that they can work everywhere.
For the 2018 Hajj, Kano State Pilgrims paid 1.4 million naira Hajj fare package. This figure less than the 1.5 million naira paid last year by more than 73,000 naira. The money for Hadaya is not included in the package. It is left optional for pilgrims to pay through Jaiz Bank if the type of Hajj they want to perform has the provision for the slaughtering of animals. Furthermore, pilgrims will be given $800, which is equivalent to 244,000 naira as their basic travel allowance (BTA). It is a flat rate set by NAHCON for all pilgrims across the country.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد